Alrighty, we are at SCHAEFER Avenue and Euclid Avenue. That is the plaza where the Stater Brothers Plaza is located, and we are at this location at this juncture at 6:19 p.m. 6 DDC 506 is crossing the path. This is the fake sign of perfect alignment. I want you to see that. Alright, and this is the Paradise Pool. I want you to see where we're located. Crossing the path. Excuse me, the people that state are crossing the path while the entity is sweeping directed light across the top of the bus. Impossible light activity, the demon-possessed conduct of the people of the state that are group stalking. And the entity is doing so, again, at what is 6:19 p.m. while the entity is keeping the light source on this side of the bus. Of course. All right, so this is the entity that is at Chino Avenue. This is where we're at right now. I'm capturing this on purpose because I've gone in this exact same route before at an earlier time, and this is March 24th, 2022, coming to Chino, California. This is during still the same daylight savings time. All right, and during on March 24th, 2022, as I go to Chino and then I get on the bus, I get on Route 83, and I do not remain in Chino. Obviously, I get on Route 83 and I go back toward Fontana. And I did document that on video. Today I remained at Chino until the end of the day, and that is documentation of speaking of to what the sun does not do, which is remain over the entry of the Chino branch library all day long. That's why I was able to capture that on March 24th. The alleged sun remaining directly over me as I got on this same exact bus route. Earlier, it was still morning time, all right? It's during the 11 o'clock hour, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock hour, and the light sources remaining directly over me. All right, this is impossible to coexist. In addition to what is being nothing other than on what is the driver's side of the bus. In the morning when I'm leaving, the fake sun is over the passenger side of the bus. I've shown you what is the pattern of conduct, the entity keeping the fake sun over me from beginning to the end of the day. Literally just remaining on one side of my person to the opposite side of my person, which is supposed to be some general tactic of what's the east and the west, while it remains over my person for the duration of the day. That's an impossible occurrence. That's speaking to what is non-movement of a light source while the entity is engaging in what is that demonic conduct, directed light across the roof, okay? This minion operating the bus is monitoring, and this is why we were late. Criminal conduct underway. You have no exception. You have no excuse, and that's a threat to my life while they're going to that resort to engage in the pattern of conduct, even to what is the fact of not leaving on time, all right? That's relevant to what OMNITRANS is engaging in on an ongoing basis, all right, as I document public transportation, which is nothing other than a means of the pattern of conduct by the state, all right? It is currently, I'm going to show you, this is where we're located. Proceeding down Euclid Avenue, and the people of the state, you see these psychopaths, they sit around while the entity engages in the conduct with directed light as though it's not occurring. All right, that's the freeway sign. I captured that before. We are at the intersection of the Riverside Drive. This is Riverside Drive and Euclid Avenue. And it is currently 6:22 p.m. That's impossible light, all right? And that's also speaking to what is an impossible occurrence. This is P.O.C.